Good morning, Jim Hodges here, Rory here. Rory is a 7-month-old English Mastiff that came in for our residency training program. She's done very well. She knows her obedience. She wants to obey. She loves people. She does have one personality or temperament characteristic that is not ideal, and that's part of the reason she came here, and it's something that, unfortunately, as much as we can work on it, I think it's going to be ever present the rest of her life. And that's her being afraid or timid of new things. Once she learns something is there and in its place, she's usually really, really good. But if she's out for a walk and sees a new object, sometimes sees a dog or a different dog, she gets either excited or more times than not, she gets afraid and tries to run away. Obedience is probably our best course for this. Why obedience? Because obedience teaches her to obey and listen to us in the moment. We ask her to do something, she needs to do it right then. Of course, when she does it, we're going to praise her and love her. We may give her a treat and praise her and love her, but we're going to try to do that in the moment. If she doesn't do it, we're going to provide a consequence. But the purpose of obedience is to help firmly put us in a leadership role and to teach her she can be more confident and secure, because we're strong enough to lead her, we're strong enough to conquer the world. All right, this may happen. It is very windy this morning. Ground's wet, there's a lot of leaves and acorns falling and blowing. The ground, like I said, is wet and the scents are moving around in the air. It's enough to possibly make her a little unsure, not quite as attentive. If I ask her to do something, she's got to do it. We'll see how it goes. If I have to do something, we'll bite it. If not, we'll praise her and move on. It's very important to let her know when she's doing right that she is doing right. All right, baby, let's go. Hear that tone of voice? Positive emotion is so, so important. We want to connect with her. I tell people we want to bond with her spiritually, physically, as much as we can. That's why when she's in the act of doing something right, we want to praise her. We want to tell her how good she is and do everything we can to help build her confidence, okay? Let's go. Sit. Good girl. Sit means sit. When I ask her to sit, she should sit right then. She should hold that sit until I release her. If she did not sit, I would tap the leash and go, no, sit, just like that. And then even if that happened, I would come back and praise her a little bit. See, she loves to be loved, okay? So it'd be sit, no sit, good girl, okay? And we'd come back and do it again. See, she's really watching. She was ready to get up. She thought I was going to ask her to do something. But she was using her brain and holding it. Let's go. Same with the let's go. I don't believe I said, but our job is to keep her right here beside us. If she started pulling up or she got afraid of something and pulled back, our job is just to tap her right back to our side and then reassure her. Tell her, no, let's go, okay? The other thing is, with her being afraid, a little timid, we need to watch for things that could potentially scare her so we can react to them really before she reacts to them. That, again, is to help her to feel more confident in who we are. Okay, let's go. Sit. Good. Down. Good girl. Down means down. She has to hold that down until we release her. If she did not down then, I would have taken the leash, I would have tapped it, no, down, good girl, okay? If she started to get up, it would be the same thing. If she started to smell the ground or try to pick up the rock, in the down command, it would be no, down. If we were free command and she tried to pick up a rock, it would just be a no. Hope you understand. If she's doing an actual command, it's no in the command. If she's free, it's just a no, because we definitely don't want her picking up things off the ground, okay? When we're working, we don't want her smelling the ground. Now, I could tell her, stay. Now, once I told her to stay, if it was allowed by you, the owner, she could smell the ground. She could lay on her side. She could chew on her toy. Whatever she wants to do, as long as she stays and it goes by our rules. Good girl, sit. Atta girl. So did you hear the tone of the sit coming back up? Let's go. So now I'm going to do it a little bit different. Sit. Now it's from in front. From the side here, down. She's just did that a little bit slow. But again, you see she's looking around. She's a little worried, but we're going to do it again. Come. Good girl. Well, wait a second. Move around a little bit, throw it on down. Good, good. So anytime she messes up, we're going to come back to it over and over. Again, this is tailor-made for her anxiety, but when we ask her to do something, she has to do it. Break. So we're going to come back around and do it again. From in front, let her see from the exact command we were at. Sit. Good. Down. Thank you. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Much better. So whenever she does mess up like that, and she didn't really mess up, she was really slow. I explained in the beginning about the environment we're in. Although we understand it, if we ask a command, we still need to try to get her to do it. Good girl. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl. So places, get on her bed, lay down, sit down, stand up, read a book. I don't care what she does as long as she gets on her bed, okay? She can do this inside for a couple of hours at a time. Of course, we haven't been out here for a couple of hours with her, but she's gotten really comfortable with it. Outside, there's a lot of smells. Again, we're doing the video out here. But inside, where you have 1, 2, or 3, or 4 places, she becomes really comfortable and she's not going to be worried about her environment so much, okay? If she started to get up or she didn't get up, I would have tapped the leash. I would have gone, no, 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 place. Then good girl, okay? And gone back. If she broke it, I'd bring her back. So in the beginning, we would do this on leash, and then gradually we would start to do it from further away. She's done it in her home again, easy, 2, 3 hours at a time. Let's go, sweetheart. So you notice I didn't say break that time, I said let's go. You can move from one command to another any way you want. Sit. Now I'm going to show you the break and how we did this to begin with. I'm actually going to get a little treat out. I don't know if she knows it. Well, no, good girl. Break. My hands are right here. I gave her a little bit of a treat. And what did I do? I broke, I released her, and what am I doing? I'm teaching her I'm the center of the universe. Only good things happen when you come to me, okay? I gave her the treat. She's going to get one for free. See the treats in the cup of my hand? Good girl. And I'm creating an association from the treat to my touch and my words. And if we do that consistently enough, before long, just hearing us and petting her are going to create great, great sensations in her, okay? Let's go. Up, up. Good girl. That's tough. Right. Heard a little noise. Did you see her react there? You noticed I told her up, up. That's what we are using for this command with her. As she was up there, she was a little happy, and then she heard next door, and you notice that's part of who she is. You try not to make a big deal about it, okay? So the next thing we're going to do is the COME command, all right? Sit. And you're going to see us a lot like the come command. In the beginning, you can use a treat. I'm not going to use a treat, but in the beginning, you can use a treat if you like. Just like with the break, we had her come here. That's what we want to do with the come command. Why do we do that? Besides the center of the universe, when we're doing the come command and we have a treat or a toy right here, or we have our hands here, we're teaching her to focus on us. Especially with her being a little more concerned about the environment, she's not going to get exposed to something that may scare her if we just let her come any way she wants to go. Watch my hand. It's going to be like this. Come. See how I reeled the leash in? Good girl. And I want her to sit when she comes to me. I tell my clients it's really a matter of whatever you want, but I like my dogs to sit. If she did not sit at the end of the come, it would have been a no sit, or if she got up now without me asking, it would be sit. Okay, no sit, excuse me. Good girl. And then break. Atta girl, sweetheart. I love you to death. You're such a good girl. So here we go. Sit. So we were talking about the come command on leash. Break. Now I'm going to use a treat. Pretend like our dog was out in the yard somewhere or doing something like that, or even in another room in our house. We want to start to teach our dog to hear our voice and want to come. I get so many calls about dogs not coming. Well, guess what? In most cases, we asked our dog to come and we're asking them to do something that they felt like they were going to be punished for. Whether you put them up, they didn't get to enjoy the outside, or you corrected them for whatever reason. We have, from the moment we can start in life, we want to get their attention. Every time our dog wants to come to us, we praise them, maybe we square up, we tell them to come while they're happy coming, and we pet and love. What I do is I start to use with a treat or a toy, okay? And I get her not paying attention, pretend like she was off leash now, and I would go, hey, Rory, look what I got, come. If you go back and play the video, atta girl, break. That's such a good girl. That's such a good girl. Thank you so much. Notice I went, hey, Rory. I didn't say come, because if she was off leash and I said come and she didn't come, she just learned that she doesn't have to listen to me. I wanted to get her attention. I wanted to have something that would entice her to want to come. And then she started, and I still didn't say come till when. She started committing to coming to me. When I saw there was no problem with her coming to me, that's when I said the word, brought my hand in, and she came here, atta girl. And as I say, you don't have to use prank. You don't have to use treats all the time. I use them to teach, and then I use them strategically, okay? If your dog is only going to do a command because you have a treat in your hand, it's not a command. It's a trick, okay? We ask our dog to do something. So if I didn't have a treat, I asked her to do something, there would be a consequence. No, boom. Remember, I said positive emotion for everything we do with her. Do your best. No negative emotion, okay? That's important. We don't want to get bent out of shape on a problem. We surgically deal with it and move on from there, okay? The only other thing is, and I've still got one more command to do, but the only other thing that's important is if our dog does something once, man, that's a roadmap to training. She's going to do that over and over again until, if it's something we like, we put a word to it, and now we've got a new command, or maybe even a trick, depending on what you want. If we don't like it, we know we've got to bite it. If we miss it that first time, we can set up that situation and have it happen the next time. Okay, baby. So, now what I'm going to do is the heel command. The heel command is when our dog is right here in our box beside us. Good girl. Her job is to stay in that box. My job is to keep her in the box. It's real good for traffic in most cases with most dogs, and it is for her. But realize that even in the heel, there's some things that can scare her that we have to work on and on and on. And as I said before, I don't think we'll ever completely remove it. All right, you ready, sweetheart? Open hand. See where I can walk here to stay in camera view. Her job is to stay beside me. When I step off, her goal is to try to get back in the box. My job is to help her get back in that box, okay? You ready? Heel. So in this case, I've turned. She stays right back in my box. I stop. She sits. Good girl. Heel. I step off to the side. See how she came right back? I stop. She sits. And I can move around. She's to hold that sit until I release her. What am I going to do? Break. Atta girl, you did that good. Let's go. And right back to it again. You know, if you ever need me, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me, 336-945-3232. As I tell all of my clients, my residency clients, I'm here as long as God will have me, okay? If you need a follow-up, you come to me, no charge. And I will do my best to take care of you. Hopefully the things that I show you will help you with not only Rory and your current dog, but with dogs to come, especially if you start younger and younger with them, okay? Just remember, it's not about consequence, it's about a lot of praise and rewarding the proper behavior, okay? And not laughing at it. Like when we have a little puppy this big, and we say, oh, little puppy, and she jumps on us and we pet her, we just taught her to jump. Guess what? That's how dogs learn to jump, because we unknowingly teach them to do it. Jim Hodges Dog Training, Facebook Jim Hodges Dog Training, 336-945-3232. Thank you so much, and God bless.